So we're trying to recreate this something like this and I'm gonna make use of After Effects and Premiere Pro, but I think I'll just use After Effects in this tutorials only. So to do this, you just need a picture, then to create a shape layer, a shape in After Effects, and also add a stroke. And you can get this verified button and picture. So we're gonna do this now. So you go to After Effects, open a new composition. I've opened mine. Of course, it's supposed to be in 1080 by 1920. Just, or you choose social media portrait HD. That's 916, not 16:9. So you can name it anything. Maybe let's call this Cetra's uh quote. Yeah, we're good to go. So then it's just a black bar. It's still a transparent stuff, so it's transparent. It's not the black bar is just there for as a placeholder. So I get a picture of myself. I'm gonna make use of this picture. It's here. All right. So this is my picture. I'm just gonna rename this to Ultra. Then I would have just drag it inside here, but since I drag it directly, it just came into my composition immediately. So I scale up, of course, scale it up, and now to create this, we're going to use our shape tool. So we're going to go with the rounded rectangle tool and select our fill. Our fill is currently selected to none, so we're going to select it to white. Stroke, or we can leave the stroke as it is. Later we can change the color. So I draw this simply. Something like this, yeah. So you can see, but my corners are not fully rounded. They're not fully rounded. They're rounded, and the stroke, you can see a little bit of red stroke there, but it's still, we still need to work on it a little bit. So you can just adjust the properties by first of all rename this to tweets box, because this is like a Twitter. It's like trying to like recreate a Twitter post kind of, but so we can use our properties here, or we can look for the properties. So, but I think this will be faster for me because I have the shape properties, and I want to adjust the roundness. So you can see once I do this, once I click adjust the roundness, it's currently at 20. If I should increase, it increases. The round edges increases. So, but it's too much for me, so I just have to maybe something like this. Something like this seems fine to me. Okay, but then now we have this. Okay, so you can choose a display picture. Let me get the name. Let's write the name. You go to your type tool and write etc. Or let me use my name, my Twitter name, Ogame Dinaka. I think it's etc. Yeah. So etc. Instagram is the other one. Then I duplicate this and I'm duplicating it because I want to use the handle now. Then, oh god, sorry. I duplicate this, then it's now. I bring this back, then I am etc. So I'm gonna change the font of this. I don't know why this is happening. I can make this Montserrat or something similar, but it's gonna be bold. It's gonna be bolder than the rest. So let's see. I choose this. Then this will be a little bit light because that's just the way Twitter handles are. They are lighter than the main username. So you can see it's also in Alex Hormozi's example. You can see it. Alex is dark. Then the at Alex Hormozi, it's lighter than that. So you do that. Make sure they're aligned. You can adjust these properties to make sure you get what you're looking for. So maybe reduce the scale size a little bit. Yeah. Then I think this is good to go for now. But I think it should also be centered, right? I think okay, not actually in the center. This is fine. Or you can adjust this a little, but You can see we are already making progress with this. You can do this here and you're good to go. So here will be for the picture. Here would be for the verified badge. I already have the verified badge here already. So, but if you are finding it difficult to get it, I don't think it's difficult. If you're looking for it, you can get this from flaticon.com. You can get flaticon.com. I'm already there. Then you can just look for search for verified badge. And it brings up this a lot of things. So you can download it down anyone that is similar to what you're looking for. Or if you want a black and white version, you can download it. Yeah. And it's free of charge. So far you're using it for personal use only. Okay. So you can download it, and to download it, just click on this, click on PNG, it downloads as well. So I've downloaded mine, I put it into Premiere and into After Effects. Then you just go back to our composition. Where are you? Citrus Quotes. We're going back to our composition. Then I drag this here into my composition, scale it down to where I want. Let's look at Hormozi again for reference. Okay, so we can see this is supposed to be smaller because it's supposed to be smaller than the text. So the verified person can lap in well. So we can scale this down a little bit. Something like this. Okay, so then our verified person goes here. So you can see this is coming out really well. Coming out really fine. The picture, well, let me make use of this again. I can still make use of this picture I brought in the beginning. So I can do this, bring this up, then scale this down. Not just scaling it down, I can even add a mask around it. So I select and use my tool now. Now, to create a shape layer, I use this tool. I use my shape layers to create a shape, either circle or rounded rectangle for the Twitter box, or the ellipse tool as a circle or a star. Now, but you notice for me to create a shape, and you look at my plus button, the star, there's this button that's going to create the shape. It's not selected anything. I didn't select any of this stuff here. But if I should select this picture, for instance, now, because I want to mask it, you can see it's going to create a mask for me. I don't know if you get. Yeah, so it's going to create if I should not select, it's going to create a shape in this format as rounded rectangle. But if I should actually select this, it's going to create a mask. I didn't select this. If I should actually select my picture, it's going to create a mask. I don't know if you get. So, and I want to create a mask for this picture. That's as my display picture. So I want to create this now. So I can just make use of this, and I will just change it to the circle, select the picture I want to mask, then just do this a little bit. I think this is okay. It is okay, I think. So then it has created the mask. You can see it here. It has created the mask part. I can just adjust this a little bit. Then, but I think it's okay. So once I do it, I scale down a little bit, and I can make sure the feathers are. I don't want any feathers. See, I don't want. This is okay like this. Then I move this as my DP, scale it down a little bit. Not too small, but just enough to match my handles. I don't know if you get. So making progress. Just tweak this a little bit. Now I'm going to rename this to display picture or DP, just so it won't confuse me with this section. So I think we are almost good to go here. All we have to do now is now add the text. So, but this is blocking my face. So I can just shift this down or scale it down a bit. Oh no, it's gonna affect this. So I can just bring this down a little bit, yeah, or raise this. It's gonna affect it too. So we can just let's bring this down a little bit. Yeah, then maybe adjust my box. Where's my teeth box? Adjust it a little bit so it can be smaller, something like this. Then if I want, I can adjust this as well. Oh god. Or I can just I'm tapping on my arrow keys now just to position this properly. Yeah. There's a way to do it. I can either pre-compose, but I'm not yet done with editing, so I don't want to pre-compose yet. I'm just checking. This looks good. The picture still looks kind of big, but so let's reduce this. Let's scale this back a little. Etc. looks fine. And I am etc. And this, of course, we can just keep this here. So this looks good to go. This for now. Looks okay. Okay, so this is just how you can do it. Then the stroke, the edges are Hormozi's, these black edges, or sometimes you can see it's not always black. You can get other places where he uses something like an orange, yeah, orange stroke. So it's not difficult. You already made this, and the fill and stroke is turned on. So you can just either increase the stroke property. If I should increase this now, you can see there are more. I just increase the size of the stroke properties. So I increased, it was initially in 1, I increased to 36, and you can see it's already there. And if I want to change this stroke, I can just I can change this to either black. It changes, and it's already changing, or I change this to green, or I change this to blue. I don't know if you get. So it's easy. It's that easy. All right. So I think I'll leave it at. I think that is okay. Yeah. So that is okay for me. I can just do this one. I'm good to go because I want my red to fit my my headset. So I do this, then I can be like, okay, I just add a text using my type tool or Control T shortcut. I'm like, okay, today is gonna be a great day. And like make the most of it. So something like this is fine. Now for the font, of course, since you're trying to copy Hormozi style, you can see I use the Frank Gothic book. I think it's very, very similar to it. It's similar, then you can see it's almost the same thing. It's Alex's. This is gonna be a great day. Make the most out of it. You can use your scale properties. Of course, it should be properly aligned to the left, the paragraph, left aligned text. Okay, so this is it. I don't think there's any other thing to do. Okay, so but if the why you can do this is because okay, there are sometimes you can see in this example, this bar was actually big. The Twitter box is long, it's big because the text is long. But in something like in a case where a situation like this, the Twitter box is short because the text is short. So to adjust it is not difficult. Okay, so this is the short quote. So let's say I want to make this longer. I just duplicate. I'm writing text twice, but I want to make it longer now. So you can see my text is already going out of the frame. All I need to do is just go back to my selection to then select my tweet box and adjust. If you get, I can adjust and maybe bring this up. I bring this up, then I take my text, bring it up again. So it's now longer than it used to be. It's longer than it used to be. Then of course I would take this etc and move up. So once I move this up and can move this as well, make sure I'm not yeah. So you can just adjust this, position it anyhow you like. Or of course, my picture will have to change. So maybe I can just get any other picture of me. Let's say this picture now. Use it and I drag it down, drag it and have turn off this layer, then scale this up. Okay, scale this up because this. I want this to. I want to use another picture, and I don't want this. I don't want my face to be covered, so I can do something like this. Then bring down the text again. So you see, I've just created something like that. So you just have to just tweak it till you're satisfied. Yeah, then instead of just selecting this stuff, selecting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or this, it does the DP, the verified badge, the sexual handle, and the username. Instead of selecting it and dragging and dropping, you can just pre-compose all of them and just so everything falls into one layer. And you can just drag all of them once. And to do this, you can just select each and every one of them. So the display picture, the verified button, I'm holding now control to select them one by one, etc. And this right click, pre-compose. You pre-compose, you just call them username, DP, handle, just anything you can use to recognize it. Then once you pre-compose, that's all. So once you just select this, you're moving all of them down or all of them up, just moving everything together. Okay. So, but if you still want to make changes to them, maybe one by one, you want to shift maybe this a little bit to the left. You can just double click on this. It opens up, and yeah, you can turn this transparency on. And you do this. You can make all your changes after you go back to your quotes again. Okay. So I think that's all about this. Okay, moving this already. So I think that's all. You can just adjust this, and that's all. Maybe you can now make this since my picture has changed. You can also make the stroke. You can make it something like a blue, like just to fit the background. I don't know if you get. So I think that's all. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Bye for now.